Welcome back. Today we are diving deep into what is genuinely one of the most exciting ways for creative professionals to move to the UK, the Global Talent Visa. If you're an artist, filmmaker, or designer looking for real professional freedom in a major cultural hub, then you're in the right place. So let's just get straight to it. Are you a creative professional who's dreaming of working in the UK? And here's the kicker. Do you want to do it completely on your own terms without needing a job offer to tie you down? If you're nodding along right now, then this visa might just be the key you've been searching for. All right, first up, what even is this visa? Let's break down what makes it so special and so different from pretty much every other option out there. So at its heart, the Global Talent Visa is a pathway designed for people who are already leaders in their field or who have the clear potential to become one. Now, it covers a few different areas, but today we're zeroing in specifically on the arts and culture stream. And the perks here are honestly huge. The biggest one, and this is a total game changer, is that you don't need a job offer. Just think about that for a second. It means you can be your own boss, you can work for a company, you can freelance, you can switch jobs, all without having to get new permission. It's a level of freedom you just don't find with other visas. On top of all that, it's often a much faster way to make the UK your permanent home. Okay, when you apply, you're going to come to a fork in the road. You have to decide which of two paths better describes where you are in your career. So you've got two lanes to choose from. On one side, there's exceptional talent. This is for the established pros, the people who are already recognized internationally as leaders. Think of it as the veteran path. On the other side, you've got exceptional promise. This is for the rising stars, the folks who are clearly on their way to becoming leaders. And the biggest difference between them? How quickly you can settle down for good in the UK. So let's talk about that first number. 3. Just 3 years. If you're on the exceptional talent track, your timeline is seriously fast-tracked. After only 3 years of living and working in the UK, you can apply for what's called indefinite leave to remain, which is basically permanent residency. It's one of the quickest routes available, really. Now, for the exceptional promise route, that number is 5. And yeah, it's 2 years longer, but honestly, a 5-year path to permanent settlement is still fantastic, especially when you compare it to other UK visas. It just kind of acknowledges that becoming a leader can take time while still giving you a clear path forward. The whole thing really just boils down to a simple 2-step dance. First, you need to get an official endorsement from an expert organization in your field. Then, and only then, once you have that stamp of approval, can you go to the government, the Home Office, and apply for the actual visa. So let's dig into stage 1. Okay, stage 1, the endorsement. And I'm telling you, this is the most important part of the entire journey. This is the main hurdle. If you can get this right, everything else becomes a whole lot easier. And for all you creatives out there, the artists, filmmakers, architects, fashion designers, your application goes to one place, Arts Council England. They're the official gatekeepers. They're the experts the UK government trusts to spot top-tier creative talent from around the world. And this is so important to understand how they operate. They're not just looking at your resume and ticking off boxes. What they're really looking for is evidence of your cultural footprint. What does that mean? It means your impact, your influence. Have you made a real mark on your field internationally? That is the question they're trying to answer. So how do you prove it? Well, your evidence pack is everything. It's got to be built around a few things. You need to show proof of international work, like exhibitions or performances, in at least 2 countries outside your home country. You'll need significant media coverage. Think articles and major publications. Got any big industry awards? A BAFTA, an Oscar, even a nomination? That's absolute gold. And finally, you'll need 3 powerful letters of recommendation from established cultural leaders who can vouch for you. Once you submit that whole package to the Arts Council, well, the waiting game begins. The official assessment can take up to 8 weeks, so it's really important to factor that time into your plans. So you get that amazing email. You've been endorsed, but a new clock immediately starts ticking, and this one is strict. You have exactly 3 months from the date on that letter to get your formal visa application in. This isn't a suggestion. It is a hard deadline. If you miss it, you have to start the whole endorsement process from scratch, so you really want to be ready to go. With your endorsement secured, you are on the home stretch. Now it's time for the easy part, stage 2, the visa application itself. All right, let's quickly talk costs. The fees are split into a few parts. The endorsement application is £560. The visa application is another $205. But the big one is the mandatory immigration health surcharge, which comes out to just over $1,000 for every year of the visa. The good news is, this gives you full access to the UK's National Health Service. And the final wait, if you're applying from outside the UK, you can expect a decision pretty quickly, usually within 3 weeks. If you're already in the UK and just switching from another visa, it might take a little longer, maybe up to 8 weeks. So after all that paperwork, what's the big reward? Let's talk about the incredible freedom that comes with actually having this visa in your passport. The flexibility here is just unmatched. Seriously, you can work for a company, you can be a company director, you can work for yourself or do all three at once. You can change jobs whenever you want, you can do volunteer work, and you can bring your partner and your kids with you. Of course, there are always a few rules. While you have all this freedom, you can't access most public funds or benefits. And the visa is for your specific talent, right? So you can't suddenly decide you want to be a professional athlete or a doctor in training on this visa. You got to stick to your field. And that really is the heart of it. This visa is built on trust. It's the UK saying, we believe a talented person like you doesn't need to be tied down to a single job to contribute amazing things to our culture. It gives you the space to shape your own career. So there you have it, a visa that recognizes and rewards top creative talent with just unparalleled freedom. It's a direct path to a new life in the UK. The only question left really is your talent ready for the UK stage? Let me know if you'd like me to assist with anything else.